Ukraine struck Russian air defenses in Crimea with a barrage of US-supplied ATACMS, reports say.
Here's a summary of the article.
Ukraine used at least 10 US-supplied Army tactical missile systems, known as ATACMS, to hit Russian air defenses in Crimea on Monday, according to reports. 10 missiles hit the 31st Air Defense Division of the Russian Defense Ministry in occupied Crimea, Russian independent telegram channel Astra reported on Monday, citing unnamed sources. Prominent Russian blogger Rybar went further, saying Ukraine launched at least 12 ATACMS from the Mykolaiv region, which hit Chernomorsky, Yevpatoria, and Zhunkoy on Monday. In a report on Monday, Washington, D.C.-based think tank the Institute for the Study of War said Ukraine likely used ATACMS in the attack. If true, this would be one of the first ATACMS strikes Ukraine has launched against Crimea since the U.S. secretly sent the country about 100 ATACMS in April. Ukraine has already reportedly used one of the missiles to take out more than 100 Russian soldiers stationed 50 miles from the front line in occupied Luhansk Oblast, showcasing the missile's range and power. On Wednesday, Ukraine said its troops launched another missile strike on Crimea overnight, on an S-300 missile system and two S-400 missile systems.
This post received a score of 13,000, with an upvote ratio of 95%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Sounds like an appropriate step if you're intending to use planes next. Gradual air superiority is actually something I hadn't considered. Like it would be impossible to achieve it quickly for Ukraine, but the slow and steady obliteration of the VKS and air defense will put Russia completely at the mercy of an up-Gunduka air force. Yes, Russia has advanced tech but very limited resources to actually build planes and weapons, let alone pilots with any experience. Whereas Ukrainian pilots are gaining experience in proven systems as we speak. I think last count was 85 F-16s from countries all over the world. That plane has a kill, air loss, ground loss ratio of the 5th of January 76. It's the third best record of all fighter planes. And leagues ahead of anything Russia can reliably field. Edit. Russia can't put its best planes out there and risk them getting shot down and autopsied.
Greater than it's the third best record of all fighter planes. I'd hazard a guess that the F-15 is first? Don't think any have ever seen shot down.
In total 3 F-15s have been downed, but never in air-to-air combat, although one Japanese F-15 was accidentally shot down by a friendly Sidewinder in a training mission.
So what I'm hearing is the F-15 is so good that only another F-15 can bring it down?
Yes, exactly.
What about F-22? It's so badass we don't really bring him out till other countries really F it $K up and piss us off, lol.
The F-22 is the only plane we haven't sold to other countries. It also absolutely destroyed the F-15 in war games.
And I believe it also has extra weight added to it to even out these games unless I'm mistaken.
Imagine the propaganda victory when that bridge goes up in smoke and all Russia can do is shoot at some hospital or mall.
Every orphanage would be carpet bombed. Now, they'd also lob a few shells at maternity hospitals and cat shelters.
And the zoo, again.
That's why we sent them. Go get 'em, Ukraine.
I'll actually be happy paying taxes for that. I spent an hour at work taking a dump, and whatever tax the feds got from that, I'm more than happy to imagine it went to ruining Putin's day. I'm doing my part.
I feel like you're not truly doing your part unless you bag the dump and mail it to the Kremlin.
We should purchase some North Korean poop balloons for Ukraine to send to Russia.
I'm honestly curious how it would shift this war if Russia lost Crimea back to Ukraine. Doesn't sound good for Russia, which will be awesome news if so. Read an op-ed piece recently that posited that the best strategy Ukraine could employ would be to turn Crimea into a white elephant for Putin. By cutting off the supply chain to the peninsula, Putin would be forced to expend scarce resources to keep it, or withdraw his forces and suffer a major black eye and direct hit to his image, reputation. All of this without Ukraine having to commit troops to taking it. The article posited using the newly available ATACMS and the fact that the Russian Black Sea Fleet was basically neutered. This was a few days ago and now this report has been published.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to Speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.